私の世界に何の脈絡もなく現れたこの感情のやませ方なんて私は知りたく。
Hey guys, in today's episode, we'll be going over the top 10 best romance anime from the winter 2024 season. Whether it's an action-filled isekai or a cheesy high school romance, this list is sure to have something that will catch your eye. So stick around to the end for an anime like no other. Number 10.
かわいい。つうか綺麗。おお、人間でもこんな子がいるのか。
Kicking off the list, we have The Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil, a story about an angel and a demon, with the story taking place in the middle of a war between these two races, and a young demon boy, Akutsu, finds himself amidst it all, with an important mission. Being told to bring on human to raise the demon's spirits, he encounters Amane, the perfect girl who can solve his problems.
よろしく。なんだそりゃ。
知ってるよ。阿久津くんって面白いね。ちゃんと自己紹介してなかったね。天音リリーです。
Just when things seem to be going good, she reveals her true identity, making the whole situation a mess. With the two being now acquainted, they work together to try and bring balance back to the world. Because of this, the two start to realize despite their differences, they both face their own challenges, making it a heartwarming story.
天の使いかの。
Number 9.
翼って彼女いるの？
いないよ。
なまら否定するじゃん。ウケる。
Up next, we have Hokkaido Girls Are Super Adorable, an anime that follows the adventures of a group of lively girls in Japan. With the show being centered around the everyday lives and friendships, there is lots of relatability about the show. And on top of its relatability, you get to watch a bunch of super adorable gals. Whether it's a heartwarming moment between characters or its comedic scenes, it captures the peak of youth.
はい。今日東京から引っ越してきたんです。
東京？
どうしたんだろう急に。
なんでわざわざ東京？
Encased in this all is our protagonist, Tsubasa, who finds himself overjoyed after moving from Tokyo to Hokkaido. With so many girls for him to meet and places to explore, the show carries an overall good vibe, making it an enjoyable watch.
したっけよろしくね。翼。
名前をえぐい、えぐすぎる。なんて破壊力なんだ。
Number 8.
なんで裸？
葵、服着ろ。
Next up, we have The Demon Prince of Momochi House, a funny show all about squatters. The show follows Aoi, a squatter living in a house recently transferring over to Himari Momochi. Although it is her house, Aoi stands his ground and warns her to leave, telling her it sits in the spirit realm, causing it to be under constant attack. Although Aoi is strong enough to defend the house, until Himari's arrival, he is unable to leave the residency, making him a permanent squatter. On top of that, Aoi is able to change appearance between his fox-like form and human appearance. Causing Himari to get seduced. With Himari not leaving, she works with Aoi to try and release the household curse binding him down so that she can rightfully claim it for herself.
これからもよろしくね、葵。
君は強いんだね、ひまり。
Number 7.
会いたかった。
Up next, we have Dr. Elise, a complicated story with a lot going on. Firstly, we follow our protagonist Elise, who happens to be a renowned doctor in the world as well as a noble. By forcing Prince Linden to marry her, she ruins his life, eventually causing him and her family to die in an accident.
すみません。何？
Thanks to a miracle, Elise wakes up reborn in her body prior to her engagement. Now, with a second chance, she decides to make it count and help others rather than herself in this lifetime. Thanks to this change in personality, she seems to do the opposite, attracting all those around her, making her new life much different than before.
エリーゼお嬢様。エリーゼ。私、またエリーゼの体に戻ったの？
Number 6.
姫。
ついてた。
え？
ああ。
For the next show on the list, we have Tales of Wedding Rings, your typical isekai. We follow Sato, your average high school guy with one minor flaw. He is obsessed with his childhood friend Hime.
俺は姫のこと。
きれい。よかった。
When he learns of her moving, he decides to follow her, but to his surprise, he ends up in another world at a wedding. To top that off, when he arrives, he ends up becoming the groom and succeeding a lifelong prophecy stating that whoever marries Hime will become the Ring King. Now, with this new power given to him, he embarks on a journey of not only defeating the evil, but also collecting girls for his harem along the way.
よくわかんねえけど、こうすればいいんだな。
Before we continue, prepare yourself because the next few anime on this list are sure to catch your attention. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Let's get back to the list.
Number 5.
わからないことだらけだが、俺がルーティーの味方であることに変わりはないからな。
私もルーティーの味方よ。
Far away from any sort of real civilization lives the D-rank adventurer Red, our protagonist. As you can suspect based on the title, however, he isn't just your run-of-the-mill D-rank adventurer, but rather a past member of the hero's party. When I say he was a member, I mean he is gone for good, having been kicked out by the lead sage for being weak and useless. With him now living in the middle of nowhere and no friends, he embarks on a new journey as a D-rank. Then, one day his dream of having a clique girl move in with him comes true, turning his rather peaceful lifestyle upside down. Now, with the two living together, Red tries to create a new future, blocking out his regrettable past.
好きなように生きていいんだぞ。たとえ神様が許してくれなくても構わない。俺がルーティーを守るからな。
わかった、お兄ちゃん。
Number 4.
思ってたんだ。私、エリカとは特に仲いいんだけど、修二はあんまりこういう相談乗ってくれないんだよね。
Entering the list, we have bottom-tier character Tomozaki's second season, an anime that frankly I forgot about during this season, with the story being the typical random otaku nerd guy gets a banging hot girlfriend. It's easy to go under the radar. This is the story of a god-tier gamer for the game, TACFam, who calls himself a bottom-tier character because of his lack of friends. Through a fateful encounter in-game, however, Tomozaki meets another high-level TACFam player that is a female at his high school.
見下されたくないか。けどそしたらなんで球技大会は頑張らないんだ。
Although its first season did pretty well with the masses, not too many picked up the second season knowing it was probably the same as the first. Despite this all, it's still a good show to watch if you are looking for this type of series.
久しぶり。ねえねえ、これ見たよこれ。ほら、私が前にプレゼントした人形。別名優勝の証。
Number 3.
婚約破棄？そんな、どうして？
さらにお前を国外追放とする。
ティートリー殿下、本気でおっしゃっているのですか？
Entering the top 3, we have the 7th Time Loop, an anime that follows Riche, a veteran life player. With this being her 7th run on life, trying to achieve the perfect lifestyle, she is stunned to see her arch nemesis propose to her out of the blue. After seeing these turn of events, she thinks that maybe it can help her live a better life. him being one who always ruins their plans. Despite knowing that if she marries him she can help others for the greater good, she is hesitant, thinking that it might be the good choice to her demise. Overall, the story is a good switch up on the reincarnated theme, so you ought to give it a shot.
随分な勢いで突っ込んでる。
皇帝アルナルト
俺を知っているのか？この国に来たのは初めてだが。
Number 2.
バイク、びっくりした。
As the runner-up on the list, we have one of modern day's best romance anime, A Sign of Affection. This show follows Yuki, a deaf university student whose life has been pretty quiet since her birth. Other than her best friend Rin, Yuki has rarely interacted with other people until she meets Itsuomi, the man who can make her smile. Having performed as one of the highest-rated shows for the winter season, it definitely did the manga justice.
手話じゃなくて、
口の動き読める？読めない？
If you like shows like A Silent Voice or I Wanna Eat Your Pancreas, then this is definitely the one for you. With adult romance and calm environments, this is one of those shows you sit back and relax with.
じゃあな。
Number 1.
ごめん。
何が？
先生に言ったこと。
先生に言ったことの何がごめんなの？
Claiming the top spot on this list is The Dangers in My Heart, the top-rated show of the season, beating out the likes of even Solo Leveling. The story follows Ichikawa, a nerdy high school boy who appears shy when in reality he is a big sadist who thinks about murder constantly. That is until he meets the classy beauty Yamada and starts acting like a total creep around her.
見慣れた山田というか、褒めるのむず。
そっか。市川が見慣れた私ってことは最高のコンディションってこと？
Rather than scare her off, however, this makes the two become more friendly, eventually falling in love. This show blew up in spring of the 2023 season, but with how it ended up performing, it's impossible to compare the two. With it earning an average rating of 8.7 out of 10, this show really took the fan base by storm. Although it performed so well with the limited numbers of chapters left, it seems like it'll be a few more years before we get another season.
絶対にあるから。もし見つからなくてもどっかにある。消えたりしない。だから気にするな。
That wraps up the list. Let me know if I missed any anime you were hyped up for this season that you think should have been in this list down in the comments section. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. See ya!